What up, everybody? Hey, we are live. This is a live show for those of you who are listening on a recording side of the house. So, what we're going to be talking about today is the tools. Really are the tools that I actually use in 2023. Some of the tools that I've used in 2022 to kind of get me where I'm at today. We're going to talk about a little bit about Chat GPT, and also really we're going to start doing a deep dive into creating a budget in Google Sheets. So you know how we are in between the sheets. So hopefully you guys are having a wonderful time out there, because what we're going to do is do a quick deep dive into starting this show. Hold tight. Here we go.
In a world where financial advice is as blurry as a wild night of cheap jello shots, clear your head and your monetary halitosis with the About That Wallet show hosted by Anthony Weaver. Leave those jello shots for the amateurs and learn to indulge in the top shelf bottles, baby. Now, here's your host, Anthony Weaver.
All right. So hopefully y'all guys are doing a wonderful time out there on this lovely Wednesday. And as always, we're going to go on and give our shout out to the sponsors for today. Let's see. We have Earth Breeze. I love these laundry sheets. So these are eco laundry sheets where you can actually do a powerful clean, easy to dissolve in water, and no mess. These things are HE approved. They actually have 60 loads in here, 30 sheets, and you can actually use these pretty easy. I use these really frequently for all my clothes. As you see, my dark blacks are still black. My blues are still blue, and they do help with running things over, like with the color runs. So you don't have that option either, which is really cool. And also the packaging is thin. I've used this to travel. I highly recommend to use this when traveling, because you never know. You might have to go ahead on and wash your sheets and so forth. So, hey, Vern, thank you for coming through. Thank you. And again, thank you for sharing this out for your community tab so people can come on and join in whenever they get a chance. Hey, Mom, thank you for coming in. Let's see. I'm going to try to change the banners because I really want to make it pop. You know what I'm saying? See what that looks like. Yeah, that takes up too much space. That's too little. Meh. I'll go with this one. Still keep me in the frame with stuff showing up. Okay, so we got that. We got our sponsors out the way. Got the people in the show. Welcome. So we got a lot of stuff that's happening. You heard a lot of stuff in the headlines. And we got a new feature here. Because let's see, headline, which is okay. So I'm gonna try a new feature here on StreamYard. For those of you who are watching right now, you actually get to see this live. So I am playing around with some things, and actually going to try this out. Let's see. So I got my banner up. Oh, this is so cool. So what they do now in StreamYard, they have a awesome feature now that I can actually display. So say if I have a guest that comes on the show and they want to join me live, I can actually have their name and then display what type of person they are. So if you guys haven't watched my previous episodes, I usually do all my pre-recordings and actually talk about who they are, what type of person they are, or like what are their specialty. So I might have a money specialist on. might have a financial coach, or I will have someone that is a realtor and so forth. Now, the cool thing about it doing live now, I can actually showcase what is their title or what is their specialty underneath their name, which then allows, so when you watching these, you can actually say, okay, this is who they are. I don't have to do the extra legwork and create a whole new frame. Amazing stuff. So yeah, coming in 2023, these are the things that I'll be definitely leaning into. And one of the things that I do leaning to is StreamYard. So the things that you actually watching this on, and some of you who are listening to this recording. I'm actually doing all this recording from StreamYard. It's a free service. I actually have the, if you want to get into it, I do have the referral link inside the show notes. So you can go down and get yourself a copy and start streaming today. Now, the cool thing about StreamYard is that you can also stream across multiple platforms. I believe you can do about up to 8 at one time, share screens and all this fun stuff. So everything that I've been doing since I've been going live is because of this particular platform. So this is something that I will be using throughout 2023. Trust me. Webinars coming soon because they actually do have a webinar as well. So that's pretty cool. Yes, 10. Oh, 10 at once. Yeah, that is really good. And then the cool thing about it, like I can have, I think right now, because the version that I'm paying for, I can have 10 people up here live with me at one time, which is really cool. I haven't reached that level yet. The most I've had was actually 6. So hopefully you all can think this will be pretty cool. All right, we have somebody coming on. Let's see. Hello, hello, hello. Hello? I think we got somebody in, but they're not saying anything. They might be on mute. Let me see, unmute the mic. Because they chose to mute themselves. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna remove yeah from this if we can. All right. So I'm not gonna hold up the show. Let's keep it moving. So in case you missed it, I think need to have a little segment called "In Case You Missed It." What do you guys think? Because I think that'll be who that is. Yeah. Well, Vern, the funny thing is that I only give this link out to certain people. And I do know who, like, I know the forums and the places that I actually send it out to. So it should be interesting to see. Usually most people are pretty respectful. All right. So in case you missed it, I'm going to present, because you guys been getting on me about presenting my screens and tabs and everything like that. So here we go. Let me know when you can see it. So in case you missed it, this is a quick episode from Tuesday. So let me know if you guys can hear it in the show notes so that we can play it back. Cool. All right, hold on.
I am a firm believer in affirmations and keeping a positive mindset. I do have squirrel tendencies. I'm like everywhere, right? I just like doing all the things, doing just everything. I love budgeting, and I love it so much that I do it every single day. Like it's part of my morning routine. I'll wake up, I'll see what transactions have gone through. I'll go ahead and make sure they're categorized correctly, go through YNAB, you need a budget, and I'll say approve, approve, approve. We're good. And then I feel good for the day. So that's kind of how I start my day. And that has become a habit.
So this is one of the cool episodes because, y'all hear Tiffany. She's been inside the chats before. She's been inside so many different things. And the cool thing about her is that we actually went through a lot in this episode. Here's another snippet that I think will be really good to listen to.
That money anymore. And so that's one thing that I have done throughout even when I was working in corporate America, throughout my corporate America career, every time I made more money, guess what? That extra money went to debt or it went to investments. It did not go to, I don't know, shoes, whatever. Like I make sure I have the necessities, but I don't spend crazy on other stuff except technology. That's my only vice. But other than that, yeah, I try to keep my spending as low as possible because and don't get me wrong, you can only knock down as much as possible. I mean, 0 is 0. So if you get your expenses to 0, you still gonna need income in order to make that happen. So I try to keep my expenses as low as possible and my income as high as possible. So that way I have that gap and I can do what I want to do with the money that I have available. So anyway, so I think you said 3 because I'm like, I could keep going. But that should get people started at least.
Yeah. So one of the cool things, like I love doing those pre episodes just in case you missed it, because you'd be surprised of so much information are packed. And when I do these advertisements and I try to showcase what people are doing in these prior or pre-recorded episodes, we talking for at least a half hour or more. And I'm only giving you about 30 seconds to a minute just to kind of give you a taste of what's to come. And the cool thing about it is that we got to take what we have and run through with everything that we have to offer. And the cool thing I love about, again, I'm going to just talk about different tools that I use throughout this particular episode. So what you saw and witnessed was something that I was recording on a back end, and I was using Zoom. Zoom.us is pretty much what I use. Zoom.us is what I use to capture the information. And the cool thing about with Zoom is that because of the APIs that are linked in so many different places, I am able to now allow myself to do the pre-recordings almost, it seems like face to face, but they really virtual. But also I'm able to edit and everything like that from the raw footage. And taking that image, I can go ahead on and then transfer it over to iMovie, which is what I use since it's free. I'm trying to use all these free tools as much as possible. And then we move on to the next thing over and over again, repeat the process. All right. So now that we have that out the way, we've talked about the things that we used, that I've used to kind of get recorded to where I'm at today. Now let's go on and move over to what I like to call, or what I want to start doing, is a news break. Hold tight. And then I don't have news music. So this is what you're going to get. It's me making fun of news music. All right. So let me see if I can swap over to this one. View this tab. All right. So let me know if y'all can see this. Because right now they're talking about in the news right now, for those of you who are listening, this is talking about the Dell to lay off more than 6,500 employees. And Dell plans to lay off roughly 5% of the workforce. The company said in a regulatory filing Monday, in the latest example of tech companies cutting costs in the uncertain economy climate. Dell has about 133,000 employees. The company told CNN at that level, the 5% cut will represent more than 6,500 employees. The computing giant cited the challenging global economy environment for the cuts. So it goes on and on and on and on. But one of the things that stuck out the most is that here at the bottom, which is that Dell in particular saw a 37% decline in PC vending unit shipments during the final 3 months of 2022 compared to the year prior, according to Gartner. Now, that was the quick snippet, but let's see what they say in the news.
It seems like every day brings another round of layoff announcements, especially in tech. Amazon, Meta, Twitter, Salesforce, Lyft, all among the companies cutting jobs. Media companies are laying off workers too. Even consumer giants like Walmart and Pepsi are reportedly trimming staff. At the same time, the overall job market, though, is in desperate need of workers. There are more than 10 million job openings in the United States, about 3 million more than before the pandemic. Weekly unemployment claims are low and hiring remains robust. So what's really going on in the job market? High-profile headlines about tech layoffs don't tell the whole story. The industry hired aggressively during the pandemic, and now it's scaling back.
It's important to note that tech is a very small percentage, 2% of the overall labor market. So tech is not a bellwether for the real economy or for the labor market.
Other sectors like leisure and hospitality and healthcare are much bigger, and they're still adding jobs. Those companies want to hang on to their workers, not fire them. The question now is whether the job market can stay strong. The Federal Reserve is raising interest rates to slow the economy as it tries to fight inflation. And the Fed chief himself admits that's going to cost jobs.
There will be some softening in labor market conditions. And I wish there were a completely painless way to restore price stability. There isn't. And this is the best we can do.
For Powell, slaying the inflation dragon is the priority, even if it means losing jobs. The Fed predicts the unemployment rate will rise to 4.6% by the end of the year.
Now, what's funny is that she said rise and the graph was actually going down. That's funny. So these are the things that's happening right now. And you really can't make this stuff up because the way how life is happening right now it's crazy. So because of everything is being cut, job markets are being cut, and now you start thinking about, well, what in the world can I do to kind of keep myself ahead with all the cuts? So what I want to talk about now is GPT. You hear about it a lot. You want to know what's it about. So instead of me trying to struggle through and tell you about it, I'm going to go ahead on and scroll on over to Fox Business to see what they have to say about it. So let's see what they have.
Intelligence tool, and yes, it is all the rage. Chat GPT can provide answers to any prompt or question. It can write essays, articles, and even pass business and law school exams. We put it to the test. So this morning we asked, why should you watch Fox Business? This is what it said. Fox Business is a cable and satellite business news television channel that provides financial news, market analysis, and business-related programming. Some people may find the programming on Fox Business informative and useful for staying up to date on financial news and market trends. Not bad for a first try. And I'm so pleased to say Rain Technology CEO Nithya Tidani joining us now.
All right, I'm not going to play the full 5 minutes of this, but I just wanted to see what they say at the beginning. So let's see what this person has to say. And then I'll actually sign into my ChatGPT account so that you can actually see, or even if you have some questions, I can go ahead on and ask it right away.
Talk to me about this. We just heard a few days ago Microsoft making another $10 billion investment in Chat GPT. Is AI and this technology all the rage and where all the money is going?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. What's interesting here is that this AI has the ability to disrupt companies that have typically dominated. So Microsoft's investment really ties to the fact that Google, for the first time, is vulnerable, right? They have dominated search for so long, and now you're suddenly seeing ChatGPT and people asking questions that they normally would have potentially asked Google and getting answers. So there's going to be kind of a host of other companies, big companies and startups that kind of go down and follow this path.
Well, it can write articles, it can do research, it can do the Google type thing, but it can write poetry, it can write music, it can write code.
Yeah.
You know, you talk about who you go to for that. It's usually somebody who's in programming. That means disruption. You mentioned that term, and disruption always means job loss as well. So what does the adaptation look like if this continues to find its way into the market?
So any technology or AI that has, you know, the potential to save cost for a company, you know, they're going to use that, right? And that's going to have implications on jobs in the near term. So particularly white collar jobs are already feeling some of that pressure.
Now, what they talking about here, which I think is really interesting, is that the fact that when you have people who are afraid, I use the word afraid of technology, are the ones usually are left behind. Think about the first time when we first saw floppy disks, not the huge floppy disks, but the ones that were like 3.5 floppy disks. And people were talking about, well, what about all the money that we invested in tapes? Because remember, people still use tapes to record their information because they last a lot longer than the ones on the floppy. And then when the machine was coming out, people will say, well, what about my job? It's going to replace all our jobs. That's what the machine's going to do. They're going to replace everything. But not taking a moment to understand that you have to learn how to use the tool. There is somebody out there that has to learn how to program those tools. You can be that person. Okay, so don't think that because one little tool can do the research, it can knock you out. There are people who are hired just to use the tools so that they can help bring in more money. Now, keep in mind, they talked about how much money that they made. ChatGPT only has 300 employees. And it's already, Microsoft is just one company. $10 billion invested. So that gets you to think, do you really need that many employees working physically in the office right now to do the work that somebody else can do remotely? Now, I played you earlier about with Dell. Now, in this particular article, they did not specify about Dell, what they did with their employees. So granted that they got rid of 6,500 employees, a third of those employees, those jobs are now being done in India. Because those jobs are done in India, now this being pushed to, there was a huge push to have everybody do the work here in the United States, mainly because of language barrier. Now, because we are talking about the language barriers and all the things that are happening out there, you all know that there are tools out there that can actually start mimicking human voices. And this is just one tool of many. I don't have an account, so hopefully it works anyway as a test run. But there's a tool called Murph AI. I'm going to move myself a little smaller so you can actually see this. So Murph.ai is a text-to-speech versatile AI voice generator. AI-enabled real people voices. So let me see if I can do a test run in here. Oh, man. I'm going to create a quick account just to kind of see which one I want to do. I create an account. Let's see. I'm a content creator. So you guys going to watch me set this up right quick. I never use Murph, but we're going to figure it out. Because I'm a podcaster. Yep. So pick podcaster. Title my project. I'm going to say voice test. Again, you guys, this is brand new. So you're learning with me. If this thing is great, I don't know. We're going to have to make this work. We're going to do podcast again for audio. Create project. I don't know, what should I have it say? Type my text here. Oh, you can pick different voices. Oh, that's so cool. Let me type in something cool. Let's see. My podcast. Let's see if I can go to about that wallet. Apple. So I'm gonna use the my podcast run through that I use on all my stuff. And let's see if it will read it. Because I always seen it being used, but I never used it really. So let's do this right quick. Oh no. Paste script. Script by sentences, script by paragraph. Yeah, let's do it that way. Ooh, let's see what it say. Hit play. I think I gotta enable audio up here. Play.
Welcome to the About That Wallet podcast.
Well, Sam.
I am your host, Anthony, and we will discuss history, actionable strategies, and futuristic ideas to help you build strong financial habits. The show is for anyone who has dealt with money and their habits around money that helped them get to where they are today. The podcast airs.
Did you hear that pause in between the stuff? This is so cool. Let me change the voice out. This is going to be interesting. Let's see what Alicia sounds like. See, it's going to generate it. And you can change the pitch, the speed, and everything. This is so cool. Hold on, let's try it out.
Every Tuesday and Thursday.
No, we don't want that guy. We said the lady. Let's go back to the beginning. All right, we got this lady.
Welcome to the About That Wallet podcast. I am your host, Anthony, and we will discuss history.
Yeah, I think it might need some work. But, and you can change the type of language. What do y'all think about it in British?
Hi, and welcome to Unwind Center.
Yeah, let's select this guy. You're like, hi, welcome to the About That Wallet podcast. Oh, very white. Say, yeah, this is going to be the next level stuff right here. Could you imagine you do a full presentation without doing the presentation yourself? This is going to be cool. So let's try this out. Let's see what they say.
Welcome to the About That Wallet podcast. Welcome to the About.
Ooh, let's change that pitch. Let's bring it on down some. Yeah, let's see what he sound like. This is actually pretty cool stuff, though.
Welcome to the About That Wallet podcast.
Speed. Bring it up a little bit. See what he sound like. Because if you can get it almost close to normal conversation, this is going to be great.
I am your host, Anthony, and we will discuss history, actionable strategies, and futuristic ideas to help you build strong financial habits.
Now, this is actually pretty cool, you guys. All right, so now we did this one. Now, this particular tool, I think, will be nice. So you get 10 minutes available. So I get 10 minutes of audio that I can actually export to use for anything that I want to. So you might see my commercials being done via AI. Oh, they got a voice changer. Oh, I can upload audio clips. So cool. Oh man. All right. This would be awesome. Okay. I'm sold on this. This is one of the tools that I might use. Let's see how much it costs for this thing. I know I'm seeing like I'm advertising it, but hey, I mean, use your own discretion. Obviously, you saw how quick it was for me to set this up. This was really quick. They got $20 for basic. Annually was like $228. But you get access to 60 voices. I can try 120 voices, access to 10 different languages, and so forth. So this is Murph AI. Whoops, let me switch over. So this is Murph AI. You know, just like I said, I was just trying out the different voices to see what they had to offer. Now, let me go ahead on over to Chat GPT because I think you guys wanted to see that. Let me know if you guys wanted to see Chat GPT right quick. And what do you want to ask it? Ask me a question that I can ask Chat GPT. For those of you who are watching right now. I think this will be actually pretty entertaining. You know, who would want to get drunk with Chat GPT? I think it'll be fun. So let's see. Chat GPT, gonna get up in here. All right, let's see. Try it. Log in. Luckily, I don't have to remember anything because I don't know my stuff. All right, you guys. This is why am I not showing this thread? Okay, so we in Chat GPT. This is what it looks like. Please give me a thumbs up if you can see this clearly. Or say something, type something like, yes, I can see it. Type a number 1, something. Thinking music. All right, you guys. So I am inside the chat room with Chat GPT. this is going to be quite some fun. So, what is the first question do you guys want to know that I can ask Chat GPT? Give me a question. Anything. And I'll just wait for you guys. Because this is for you all. For you all who haven't seen Chat GPT yet. Not clear? You don't know what to ask? You can ask anything. Ask me anything. Like, what is your favorite color? Like, I don't know. What do you want to know? Like I said, just log right in. And you can ask pretty much anything. What's one thing I do like about it though is that I can ask it. I don't know. What do pregnant women? What do pregnant women want for their baby? Want from men while they are 8 months pregnant. This is funny. All right, so he's. Oh my gosh, there's a lot. So for those of you who are listening to this in audio form, they're saying every woman in pregnancy is unique. Not a single answer to this question. However, some common things that many pregnant women might appreciate from their male partners during the 8th month pregnancy include physical support, emotional support, practical help, which he says pregnant women often have a lot to manage, and having a partner who is willing to help the household chores, grocery shopping, and errands can be incredibly helpful. Attention and affection. Many pregnant women crave attention and affection from their partners, and a little extra love and care during the time can go a long way. Understanding this, guys, I think they don't even need this. Like, guys just in general need to learn about understanding. Understanding that some women experience discomfort and pain during pregnancy, and a partner who is understanding and accommodating can make a big difference. And it just finished off and says it is important to keep in mind that every woman is different and may have different needs and preferences during pregnancy. The best way to know what a particular woman wants is to simply ask her. Women, for those of you who are listening right now, do you actually agree that guys don't ask you enough about exactly what you want? I think this is something interesting. For those of you who are just joining, this is talking about Chat GPT. And you know what? I might open this up to the Instagram because I think this is cool that a lot of people haven't looked into this yet. Let me see if I could turn my camera around. I'm going to say for that, we're going to do live details and say chatting with Chat GPT. Chat GPT. So, for those of you who are new to the show, again, please give me some questions, and we're gonna ask some things to Chat GPT. For those of you who have never seen it, let's see, I'm trying to move all my stuff out the way so people can see. There we go. All right, let me connect this to Bluetooth. No, it's reconnecting. All right. Okay, so let's see the next question. How long does it take to get from Japan to... Gotta ask some more meaningful questions. But you know what? Let's start. How long will it take to get to and from Baltimore? Now the question is, the reason why I think it's gonna be weird is because we need to know exactly how you want to travel. Are you going to travel by boat? Are you going to travel by plane? And that's exactly what I was thinking too. So right now it says the total travel time from Baltimore to Japan depends on several factors, such as the mode of transportation in specific cities in Japan that can that you're traveling to and from. On average, some estimate time travels by plane. The flight to Baltimore to Tokyo, Japan, is approximately 17 hours, but it may depend on the specific flight and route. The total time, including layovers in town and airports, could be up to 20 to 30 hours or more. By ship, traveling to Japan by ship is not common. It's not a common mode of transportation, but it is possible. The travel time by cargo ship from Baltimore to Japan can take anywhere between 2 to 3 weeks or longer, depending on the shipping company and route. It depends on. It is important to keep in mind that these are rough estimates, and actual travel times may vary. It's a good idea to check with specific airlines or shipping companies for the most accurate, up to date information. See, and that's one of the things that I do really enjoy about ChatGPT. It's like it's a little bit better than Google, mainly because it gives you the answers right away instead of you just figuring out and trying to think about how can you utilize travel. So let's see. Any of you guys out there own a business or have kids or want to start getting into learning how to budget? So, what's some good questions that you guys want to ask since I'm here? Like I ask this thing a lot. Like you can see the previous questions here, which I think is great. They do have a Discord channel, so if you have questions about it, they also talk about the updates. Now, the cool thing about with ChatGPT that I like about it is that I can ask it some questions, do some deep dives with it, and utilize that information to the way how I feel or need it. And it's easy to copy and paste the text and use it for so forth. So right now, keep in mind this information is only from 2021. So we can also ask it for multiple different things. So though, if you have some philosophy questions like, let's see, why did the chicken cross the road or something like that? The chicken cross the road. Now, the reason why I like some of these questions and playing around with ChatGPT is that it's cool to see what AI comes up with. It's cool to see the technology and how we can utilize it and best utilize it to our abilities. Now, granted, I'm asking the typical question of why did the chicken cross the road? And it rolled out here, and it's like, well, the unknown. Well, no, it says here the classic answer to the question is why did the chicken cross the road? Is to get to the other side. This is a well-known joke and has been around for many years and is often used to light-hearted example of a classic joke set up with a punchline. The joke is typically used to demonstrate the structure of the format of the joke. It is often used in humor, writing, and storytelling. Okay, so let's see. We have a question here that says from Vern. Say, what do you call a piece of toast at the zoo? Ooh. What do you call a piece of toast at the zoo? Let's see if they'll get it, Vern. This is going to be interesting to see if it could actually answer. Okay, a piece of toast at the zoo is often referred to as a giraffe on rye. It's a play on words, as a giraffe sounds similar to griff, in another word for toast. So a giraffe on rye is a pun that combines the two. The joke is often used as a lighthearted example, wordplay, humor based on sounds of words. Ooh, you said no. What is the answer, Vern? Because I could tell it. So Vern says no, that's not the answer. So what do you call it? Let's say no. You call it bred in captivity. I don't get it. Bred in captivity. See what it says. You say you are correct. Bred in captivity is the correct answer. Thank you for correcting me. I don't know. This is actually really cool. So let's see. I can ask it to tell me a joke. Tell me a good joke for icebreaker. Okay, so it says, sure. Here's a joke that's the perfect icebreaker. And it gives you all the thing. Why did the tomato turn red? Because it saw the salad dressing. It's so cheesy. It's a classic joke, but easy to understand, lighthearted, and can be broken into ice. I love this. Bring it with you to the masterclass. I will, Vern. I will. Oh, for those of you who are joining, by the way, and listening to this, I will be part of a masterclass with Vern on February 25th, and I believe it is at 2 p.m. More details will be coming soon. Once I get those details, I'll definitely share it out in the next newsletter so that we can go ahead on and have some fun time. Because, that's what I like to do. Have a great time while we doing these podcasts. Oh, and the cool thing I love about this thing, it can write everything you need. So can you write a joke? Oh, can you provide me just say tell me. I'll just do this. Tell me a good dad joke to tell 10-year-old kids. Okay, here's a dad joke. It's perfect for 10-year-olds. Why did the scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. Meh. I would say do better. Okay, how about this one? Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Yeah, that one you need some work. Say dad jokes for adults. All right, I'm not sure how far I can go with this thing. Let's see what I get. Okay, here's a dad joke for adults. Why did the seagulls fly over the bay? Because they'd be bagels. Because then they'd be bagels. Another one. All right, last one I'm gonna do with this one, and then I think it's time to get this going. All right, so the last one I'm gonna do with ChatGPT is, why don't oysters share their pearls? Because they shellfish. I wish I got. Yeah, I should have my room shot. Let me get my room shot over here, because that was pretty whack. Where's that? All right, here we go. All right, that's how I know it's delayed because it was such a horrible joke. Thank you, Chat GPT. Woo. Yeah. Jokes. You're right, Kai. Glad you like the jokes. All right, you guys. So that was all I got for the Chat GPT and its horrible jokes. Actually, they can write better jokes. I just got to give it better questions. So then again, like I said, when it comes to understanding technology and the speed of the way that they can provide the information, is that it all depends on the input. You get in what you get out. So if you ask it simple questions, you're going to get simple answers. If we want to go down and do a full, detailed, in-depth story, so you know what? Let me do that. I'm gonna go on and give it a full, detailed, in-depth story. Can you provide a good plot for a young guy from inner city Baltimore who is now a millionaire? Let's just see what it says. Oh, it says sure. Here's a plot for a young guy and millionaire. The title is From the Streets to the Top. It already gives you a title for the. Oh my gosh, this thing is great. So it says the story follows a young man named Marcus who grew up in inner city Baltimore and faced with many challenges and obstacles in his life. Despite the difficulties he faced, Marcus was determined to succeed and never give up on his dreams. He worked hard and eventually became I gotta scroll because this thing is rolling. It's writing the whole book. Determined, he worked hard, eventually become a successful entrepreneur, started a tech company that takes off and makes him a millionaire. As Marcus becomes successful, he doesn't forget his roots and use his wealth to give back to the community. He starts a foundation to help young people in inner city Baltimore and provides the resources to support and to redo this. Sorry. He starts a foundation to help young people in the inner city Baltimore and provides resources and to support them reach their goals. To help them reach their goals. I'm sorry. However, Marcus soon realizes that being a millionaire brings his own set of challenges and problems. He must navigate the new world of the wealthy and learn the balances of his success with his personal and family life. He is faced with difficult decisions and must figure out what is truly important to him. Throughout the story, Marcus learns that success is not just about money, but also about the impact that he has on others and the legacy that he can leave behind. The story is a powerful and inspiring tale about the power of perseverance, determination, and the impact one person can have on their community. Ooh. What do you guys think about that? That was really deep though. Like it managed to do this in like a matter of seconds. And this is actually really cool. Now, the cool thing I like about this is that it can remember the full conversation. So what I can do now is actually take this particular story and start writing out chapters. Now, for those of you who are looking to write a book or thinking about writing a book, you can draw from this as a muse. Draw this from some information of like, hey, because I could do this right now and just say, hey, what, because we're in Black History now, like I said, say what Black authors would be great resources for this book. Or shall I say plot. If you're writing a book themed of perseverance against the odds, there are several Black authors whose work may be of interest. So they actually provide different artists that are pertaining to that particular book and provide you that additional information. So this is actually pretty cool. Like you don't have to sit there and do majority of the research. You can just ask it, hey, where can I start? And I think this is an awesome tool to give you guidance on where you need to go sometimes. And I think this is something that all of us could start using in the future. And not just only to provide resources, but think about it. This is early technology. Now, I'm getting you guys from the ground up. So let's take this. We can go even deeper. So now that we can talk about this on just chatting with it, imagine we can start doing this verbally. Start taking this to that next level. And I know I spent a little bit while on this right here. See, can you create a bit for Excel? I just want to see the limits of it. Oh, it even tells you how to do a budget in Excel. Tells you what rows you need that you need in each one. Tell you the columns that you need. And then tell you the formulas for each of those columns. So pretty much it's writing a full SOP on how to create your own but simple budget template. And obviously it's just saying like, the meet your needs and so forth. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this information here and paste it into my Google Sheets. And I'll provide this link to you all in the background. So I could call this like a how-to sheet. And the cool thing about it, I already created a simple one because I did promise you I was going to do a Excel sheet to talk about this. Now, what I'm doing is nothing special. This is all in Excel. So, this is just all in Google Sheets. So it's nothing too fancy. Keep that there. And font color, it's going to be black. Take that off. Black. Oh, man. All right. So it's easy to read for everybody to see. I'm going to do this as no fill. All right. So it's already telling you what to do. Even though they say in Microsoft Excel, I'm doing it in Google Sheets because it's going to keep it simple. Now, either I can do it right now for you all, or because we run out of time, I'm going to leave this here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to share this. Only copy the link. And for those of you who have access, who has this link, will be able to access it. So I'm going to put this in the chat so that you all can get to it and create your own template. You will not have editing rights. I hope not. You can open and access it via the link. Restricted. Okay. Let's see. Anyone with the link? All right. So anybody with the link, you can be a viewer, which means that you will be able to download this particular spreadsheet, which is really cool because now that you saw what ChatGPT was able to provide you to create a basic budget. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead on and take his notes and modify this particular spreadsheet to reflect that. So you will be able to see my edits and see exactly how it actually will look like for a simple budget. Then I'm going to do another one for an advanced budget. And then it can go even more and more in depth, but I want to make sure that you all are set up in the right way to get, in case you haven't started your budget yet, 2023 is going to be your year to get your money right and get good with money. Take those small steps. You need to figure out exactly what you want to do and just start small. If it is, just say, hey, I can take your hand and walk you through that process. All you have to do is just show me. Just ask me. Ask in the chat, ask away. I'm always available. So I want to leave you all here today. I know we didn't have our drink session today. It's just been a long time. But what I want to do is say that we had a fun time today. I really did enjoy talking about the different tools that are out there, talking about the Excel side of the house. And if you guys got any information out of this, I want to make sure that you click the like button. It goes a long way. Share this information with somebody else. If you saw like the Chat GPT was actually something pretty cool, I think it is something that we all could definitely benefit from. So be on the lookout for that. Thank you all who have been reading my newsletters and actually been rocking with me for so long. And if you find my newsletters being helpful, by all means, shoot them the link, which is aboutthatwallet.com/newsletter. If somebody else is brand new, and share with them, like say, hey, you want to learn a little bit about money tips, how to use different technologies, then this is what you need to do. Just go ahead on and sign up for the newsletter, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And also, I am trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you haven't already subscribed, please make sure you subscribe to the show. I'm going to play my outro music because I need to get better at that. But all right, everybody. Y'all be safe. I'm out. Peace. Hey, well, up, Tiff. Really, you've been watching this whole time? As I'm about to say bye. Hey, Vern. Yeah. You can always chat with me after this. If you want to click the link and join in, I can just meet you in behind the scenes. It's fine. No, I just popped in. Really? You just popped in? We already went over Chat GPT already. We asked it fun questions. Since you're here, Tiff, since you're here, I mean, I'm holding this up for you because I really do enjoy what you have to say. I'm gonna add this back up here because I do enjoy what you have to say. So I have Chat GPT up here. We already talked about the budget, how to create a budget in Excel. All right, Vern. I'll look at your DM in a minute. Go down and shoot it through. Tiff, it's okay. So Tiff, what is a good question that you want to ask Chat GPT while we have it up? And I'll play some background tunes in the meantime. All right, so let's see. Anything you want to ask it? Just to give you an example of what I've already asked it. I asked it about, telling me like some jokes, some dad jokes. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see. Tiff has her question, which is, what are the most popular financial questions people have? I usually like to cap it off at like 5 because it'll just keep telling me stuff. I'm gonna do the 5 most popular financial questions people have. All right, number 1, how can I save money and increase my savings? Number 2, how can I create and stick to a budget? Number 3, what are the best investments for long-term growth? And number 4, I asked for 5. I'm put on here. I asked for 5 questions. Like, come on, Chat GPT. Like, I mean, it's like a grown person. Like, yo, you ain't giving me what I asked for. So now it's like, oh yeah. I get your 5. So number 4 is like, how do I reduce and eliminate debt? What are the best 5? I mean, what are the best ways to plan for retirement? Right. Right. If I didn't know I'm live right now, sad. So I get you every time, right? Now, one thing, Tiff, what I like to do, right? So now that it has these 5 questions, what I would do now is say, all right, what is one book recommendation for each question? Now, the reason why I ask a book is because so people can start reading books to answer the question for each one. So number 1, if you have money increase, if you have to save money, increase your savings, it says The Total Money Makeover. J.L. Collins for The Simple Path to Wealth for number 2, which is how can I create and stick to a budget? It talks about The Intelligent Investor, The Total Money Makeover again. Okay. See, yeah, I know. So what I'm gonna do, Tiff, this is the reason why I love this thing so much. Watch this. Can you recommend I'm gonna put black in caps, black authors? Each question. Now we're talking. Let's see what it comes up with. Certainly. You know what I'm saying? I can't get my voice that high. Certainly. Okay, it says the number 1, The Little Black Book of Success, Laws of Leadership for Black Women. We got the Black Wealth. What? How did it just cut off? This guy. Rest. It's like it's falling asleep in between texting. It's like I swear I didn't even do drinks yet, and it's already falling asleep midway. You gotta love this thing. But again, this is the reason why you need to check behind the stuff. Hey, we got Tiffany Aliche in there, the budgetnista. The 1 week budget. Learn to create money management system in 7 days. That is nice. Retire rich with fun. Okay. Tiff, you better with these it doesn't like your question. Tiff, I mean, are there any other questions you got? Because I mean, like I said, I love this thing because I can do a deep dive into each question. And the beauty of it all is that I don't have to wait and try to do a Google search and like, hey, I got people asking me this question, like, what should I tell them? Like, they have 5 questions. Like, okay, what are the top 5 questions that people ask? Like, how do they reduce or eliminate debt? And number 4, they were talking about, all right, cool. I can talk about Tiffany Aliche's book. His is the best recommendation for this book for your question. And it's a lot easier and quicker. So if somebody's coming to you as a one-on-one life coach or something like that, and you just stumped for a little bit, and also if you don't read that much, you can actually start using ChatGPT as recommendations. And keep in mind, this is free for now. I think they're going to keep it free, but they're going to go up to like $20 for the paid version, which is going to be a little faster. So yeah, I think this is going to be amazing. Any other questions out there that anybody want to ask? I know Tiff was just jumping in, but I just wanted to show off ChatGPT right quick. And Tiff, what AI tools do you use? Because I'm gonna start using ChatGPT for my show notes and podcast stuff. and I think it was pretty cool. Okay. Jasper. Okay, for those of you who, all right, so I'm gonna leave off of Chat GPT unless there's any other questions. We can always come back to them. Let's go with Jasper. Oh, Tiff, since you just joined, I'm gonna show you one thing. I'm not sure if you ever tried this tool, but this right here is called Mirth .ai. And I was having it read my show notes for the podcast, so I just wanted to see what it sounds.
I am your host, Anthony, and we will discuss history, actionable strategies, and futuristic ideas to help you build strong financial habits.
So this is something I was playing around with just to kind of have, you can pick different voices too. So, and I was picking a UK voice because I thought it was actually pretty interesting to see what they sound like. But you can pick kids. I'm gonna see what they use and how they pick these people because I would like to have my voice up there. Oh, they got a black guy. All right, his name is Marcus. What? No block supported. Why can't I pick Marcus? Oh, guess why? Because I need to change the voice actually. All right, let's select Marcus. And I'm going to have him read this right quick. So this tool is really free for right now until you download, and I get up to 10 minutes, which is really cool because 10 minutes is way less than what I need, especially as a podcast host. If you're doing like commercials and so forth, you only need about like 30 seconds each just for a small commercial. So let's see what Marcus sounds like.
I am your host, Anthony, and we will discuss history, actionable strategies, and futuristic ideas to help you build strong financial habits.
Ooh, yeah. And then the cool thing about it, I can change the pitch. Where's this guy at? Close. You currently have added access to this project. And all I did was just copy and paste in my stuff, and it said like, hey, do you want to separate it and everything? And I actually think this was actually pretty cool. So it was really quick and easy. Had no issues putting this up there. And I think I might start using this more often. And so it looked like it's a pro version to use Marcus. And some of these people look like they're free. So I want to see what it's like to get my voice on here. And then you're like, ooh, that's Anthony Weaver's voice. Yeah, it does sound robotic, but you can actually play around. Earlier, they allowed me to play around with the pitch, the speed. Oh, here we go. So I could change the pitch and the speed of it a little bit to kind of give it some grace. And I can change the pause. And so I'm going to say like extra weak. And you can set it up so it can read the whole thing as well. And up here, and it's actually really cool that it can read this whole thing in 26 seconds, which is really cool. So let's see what this Marcus guy sound like.
Welcome to the About That Wallet podcast. I am your host, Anthony, and we will discuss history, actionable strategies, and futuristic ideas to help you build strong financial habits. The show is for anyone who has dealt with money and their habits around money that help them get to where they are today.
Yeah, now I'm reading it back. It's like, man, I need some edits myself. But anyway, these are things that are doable, which is really cool. So let's check out Jasper, see what we got here. Tab. All right, so they say let's try for free. The pricing of it, we're gonna go way down because we don't need boss mode. But boss mode is the cheapest that they got, so it's like $50 a month. You got 50 AI templates, Google Doc style editing, Jasper Chat. Yes, we gotta go way down. You know what I'm saying? Uh, yeah, long term content generation and also these other features, which is really cool. I mean, come to think about it, it could do so many different projects. Just think about like your schoolwork, or say if you're writing a book and you already written a book in English, and have Jasper, you can pretty much copy and paste your whole digital book, and it will spit it out um into 29 different languages. So just imagine how worldwide your book could go if it was actually in a different language. Like, this is crazy. Don't give scholar students ideas. I mean, if they writing up dissertations and these paperworks, man, come on. I'll copy and paste my whole journal up in there. Be like, yeah, can you translate this right quick? This is what we're gonna be doing. All right. Let's see. For those of you who just joined, hey, we're talking about AI tools right now. And so, we're talking about the pricing of them, where we're gonna get them. And if you got a question for Chat GPT, let's get one more in before I call this a night. Because I was about to roll, but some people didn't get the memo in time. So I need to figure out a way to kind of start adding in calendar invites on this. Okay. Rewrite this to avoid plagiarism. That is true. How could we avoid plagiarism with Chat GPT? And I actually wonder what that is. So how can we avoid it? Now, does it plagiarize itself? But as you see, if you're not careful, it will cut off some bits in between giving you responses. So you want to be clear and understanding of what exactly you're asking it for. And the cool thing about it, it does keep all the previous chat histories that I had on here. As you see, I was just asking it for some basic help. So talking about like Pisces, Libra rising, talk about like, hey, how could it be if Aquarius is opposite sign of Leo? And then it comes up with some new stuff. And then I started asking it about some money stuff. So, let's do this last one because, Valentine's Day is around the corner, right? So what is a good Valentine's Day greeting card for significant other? Significant other. Well, hey, DJ Cause in the house. What's going on? What's going on? Hey, so let's see. All right, we got some Valentine's Day greetings in here. Yeah. Stop generating. Okay. So we say Pisces sun, Pisces moon, Capricorn rising. Oh, really? I am a Leo rising, Cancer sun, and a Capricorn moon. Ha. That's my placements. All right, so let's see. Who's gonna win the Super Bowl? All right. Now the thing about it, keep in mind this information is only up to 2021. I'm gonna say on here, who is going to win the Super Bowl? Oh, they can't. What? Something went wrong. Please try. Y'all done broke my Chat GPT session. I've never seen this before. There's an error. What? I've never seen this. I've never seen this at all.
Emotional, damn it.
Yo, y'all broke my chat GPT. All right, we're gonna start a new chat. Let's see. Who will win in a football game between the Chiefs and the Chiefs or Chefs? Chiefs. The Chiefs and the Eagles. Okay. Uncertainty, football factors include all this fun stuff. Now it's giving me too many things. Yes, y'all done broke my chat GPT session. They like, you're not gonna get us caught up in the wrong predictions. It's like, come to me, Nostradamus. The outcome of the game is influenced by many variables, difficulties, blah blah, and experts. Let's try this question. Who do you like more, the Chiefs or the Eagles? See what we gonna pick. Hey. As an AI language model, I don't have the ability to like or dislike anything. Boo. Boo, 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 boo. This is where I'm gonna give it the. Yeah, we need some more on this. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So I plead the that's pretty much what it's saying. I plead the fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so this is interesting. Give me another question, Kong, because you're over here breaking my session. I can't even believe you broke my session though. That's crazy. I never had it break before. All right, I'm gonna stop generating it. All right. Okay. Fifth. Yes. Breaking all my sessions. Can't believe that. Let's see. Another question. Lottery numbers. Hey. Ooh. So it doesn't break it since it can't make predictions. I'll say, what are the common winning numbers of the 2020 millions? Let's see what they come up with. We trying to win some money out here, you guys. Let's see. Yeah. We know it changes. Give us the stuff. We said common numbers. Okay, yeah. Yeah, here we go. Oh, don't tell me it's gonna go through each one. No. I don't. That's all they want to get me? Or delete. Exactly. I thought it was gonna. Yeah, I did too, Tiff. I thought it was gonna keep going, and I was like, no. We can't do this. We can't go through every one. What is the? We're gonna play it number by number. What is the common mega ball number? What is the most winning mega ball number? Say a number. Like 6. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we know it's Drawn randomly, blah, blah, blah. Here we go again. See, think about it. I used to do this, which is take all the spreadsheets because you can go to Maryland Lottery and actually pull down the Excel version of all the numbers that were ever played and then do it that way. This sucks. Let's see. I'll just go to Mega Millions website. Yeah, I need to give me some other questions because apparently I don't like these. Did any of y'all play lottery? Because we got the Mega Millions. Previous numbers. All right, we're gonna do 2020. We're gonna do January 1st to 2020, December 31st, and update. Yeah. So, look, this can't be all of them. They used to be able to allow you to export it into an Excel sheet. So and in the past, because they used to do that, and then they stopped. What I used to do was actually do one of these bad boys, was just like, oh, they don't allow you to copy and paste anymore. Well, if you want to see this tonight, we're gonna copy and paste tonight. We're gonna copy. And for those of you who have my spreadsheet, I'm sorry, I might have to get might see these lottery numbers right quick, because we gotta win up out of here. You know what I'm saying? We got bills to pay. Come on. All right, this ain't working out the way I intended. Anyway, back to Chat GPT and AI tools. Sucks. They don't want me to win. You say you don't play, but Chat GPT give you some numbers. You might try it. Nice. Hey, so all right, y'all got one last question. Kong, since you were breaking up my stuff, give us a decent question. We got lottery numbers out the way. That obviously is not giving us that. It's not giving us winnings for predictions, and it can't give us which ones it likes. It's just not. Can't win, you guys. Can't cheat the system. Say, why was Bernie Madoff? I don't know. It's the same. Whatever. Let's see. Speculate about the balloon incident. Well, so Kong, just to let you know that the AI tool only goes up to 2021. It doesn't do anything for 2023 and anything beyond 2021. That's the only thing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's only from this year. But either way, I think this tool is actually pretty cool. Again, it's free. All you have to do is it will ask you for your phone number just to kind of get going. Ooh, did OJ do it? They do a control X to see if I can kill this thing. Did OJ do it? Can it stop? Let's see. I never did this. Let's see, cancel. Come on, Chat GPT. I think everybody else is on it. Bernie Madoff. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna stop that guy. I'm gonna see what it does. It'd be like, who's OJ? OJ did what? Is Tupac still alive? Hey, that's a good question. That is a good question. Let's see if it can help us solve some of these murder mysteries. And again, if you guys are still out there watching, please make sure you like this particular episode because we're going through quite a bit. Question whether or not murder Nicole Brown Simpson remains a matter of significant public debate and speculation. Let's see. It is important to note that the standard proof of the criminal trial is beyond reasonable doubt, which is a higher standard of preponderance of the evidence. Now, keep in mind, ChatGPT did get its lawyer degree, so it is a certified lawyer. Just keep you guys abreast of what happened recently. So the verdict of the criminal trial does not necessarily mean that the defendant is innocent, but rather that the prosecution did not prove their case beyond reasonable doubt. Can this be my lawyer? We're like, yo, you ain't proved beyond reasonable doubt. So whether I'm guilty or not, you just can't prove it. So it is worth noting that the question of whether or not O.J. Simpson committed the murders is a legal question, not a scientific one. And ultimately, it was for the jury to decide based on the evidence presented in court. Man, talk about lawyer stuff. Give it another air horn. It definitely needed that one for this because that is pretty cool. All right, so now we're going to ask about is Tupac alive? It's still alive. All right, let's see what it says. Let's give it some music so it can think. Oh, it took no time. It already knows the answer. It said Tupac Shakur, also known as Tupac, died in September 13th, 1996. He was shot multiple times with drive-by shooting in Las Vegas and died from the injury 6 days later. His death has been widely reported and is a matter of public record. There have been many conspiracy theories over the years suggesting that Tupac faked his own death and is still alive, but there is no credible evidence to support these claims. The official cause of Tupac's death has been confirmed as multiple gunshot wounds, and his death has been widely mourned and remembered as a significant loss to the hip-hop community. I mean, you can either say, if it's on the internet, it must be true. But, hey, that's what we got. So, all right. I think I went a little half hour over. For those of you who are listening on audio, please make sure that you take a moment to go on and like this particular episode. If you got anything out of it, make sure you share this with somebody. I know it seems like we were just kind of having some fun here, learning about ChatGPT, playing around with the tool, and just getting through a lot of the stuff that we wanted to get out of it. Now, one of the things that I might want to do is actually do I was supposed to be doing a giveaway today, but I didn't have that many people watching. So I think it'll be, I wanted to make it exciting, just trying to give this thing away. So I'll wait until we get about maybe 10 people next time so I could do a giveaway. Like I said, it's Valentine's Day around the corner, and it's supposed to be a giveaway for the samples for, it was Avon samples. Now, the cool thing about it, though, next week, let me look at my calendar. Next week, Tuesday, is Valentine's Day. Now, because it is Valentine's Day, and some people might have their wives or significant other working, and you're just kind of like, well, they out on travel or something like that for the week, and you're like, hey, I'm not going to see them until this weekend anyway. Hey, you might want to tune in on the 15th. Get some samples, because you never know, you might need it for yourself. Because guys I don't know about y'all, but I do like to have soft feet. I like when my wife bring me snacks, and I like balloons. I like getting treated to dinner. I mean, I pay for a lot of stuff. You know, just saying. You know, I do take, I do like balloons. My wife doesn't like chocolate, but I like chocolate. So yeah, just putting it out there in the universe, just in case. Hopefully, I get some chocolate for Valentine's Day. For the rest of the month, I can always send it to my my PO box. It's PO Box 1877, Clinton, Maryland 20735. Just in case y'all want to send something, you know, send some chocolates my way. They don't spoil often. My PO box is pretty small, but they do hold my chocolates and stuff. So just saying, if y'all don't y'all need anything, y'all just trying to get rid of stuff, and y'all just want to send me a Valentine's Day with some chocolates or something. Hey, Kong, don't judge me over here with my Valentine's Day gifts, okay? I like balloons. Even if you send me a deflated balloon, it's fine. I mean, I'm just saying. But I mean, you know, those mystery chocolates are good too. But it's all right though. It's all right. She she don't even listen to the show. It's all right. It's all right, you guys. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. We're gonna make this happen, all right. Just wanna figure out some let me just come on in here with the I like chocolates and things that melt, and I like, you know, getting some lotion and balloons. Please come on through and just show a little love, you know, to your favorite podcast host, to this guy. So all right, everybody, y'all be safe. Let me stop playing on this show. All right, I enjoyed doing this. All right, y'all have fun. I'm out. Y'all be safe. Peace. This time I'm leaving because we don't have any late March bloomers. All right, take it easy.